This is Good Morning Hawaii.
6:26 now on Good Morning Hawaii. Welcome back. Okay, so tech junkies out there were very excited yesterday to see the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference where major announcements were made. We're here with our tech consultant here, Ryan Ozawa, to talk a little bit more about what happened yesterday. So, Ryan, a lot of big announcements.
Absolutely. Normally, Worldwide Developers Conference is for the people who make the software on your phones and on your computers, but the keynote that Tim Cook gives is usually their opportunity to reach a wider audience.
And yesterday, the wide audience was entertained with some major changes across the Apple board.
For sure. We can start with hardware, which is the most exciting for gadget nerds. So they announced the new Mac Pro, which represents an unusual do-over for Apple. Basically, this is their high-end, top-performing machine. Before this one, it was a trash can Mac, they described it. And it was not expandable. It was not really meeting the needs of their high-end users. So the Mac Pro, 8 cores, 32 gigs of RAM, and that's the entry level at $6,000.
Yikes.
But if you do video rendering or any high-performance computing, that's the computer for you.
And let's be honest, Mac has been known for being the workhorse in many graphic design studios, so it would make sense that they would spend a lot of time and effort to make this their flagship device.
Yeah.
And they've really done that here with this, what's now being called the cheese grater design.
Which is actually a throwback to the design before the trash can Mac. So they're basically saying we got it wrong and we're trying again. And there's also a new monitor, a 6K monitor for $5,000. But they're really putting that up against like high-end reference monitors that can cost $40,000. So maybe $5,000 is a deal.
Yeah, $6,000 if you want to put it on a stand.
Right, $1,000 stand.
All right, so let's talk about what else was developed yesterday, probably something that affects more users. We're talking about the redesign of the iOS system.
Right, iOS 13, which is coming out this fall, and the most exciting feature is dark mode. My kids like dark mode on their devices and on their computers, and basically it's an inversion of the operating system, so everything is black with white text on it, and they say it's easier on the eyes. Developers really like it, but I think regular people like it a lot too.
And there's a hidden thing there that I was reading that it could actually wind up giving you a big boost in battery performance.
Absolutely.
Too.
With the newer screens, the black screen is not shooting out power, shooting out light.
And it's supposed to be good for your eyes as well. Anything else? Noticed that there was a big announcement yesterday?
Well, I think the one that I was most excited about is called Sign In with Apple for your phones. Basically, you might be used to signing into a service with Google or Facebook, and you can create an account that way, but you're really giving more information to those companies. Right. So Apple says, here's a Sign In with Apple option, which gives very little information to those services and makes a fake email address so they don't even know your email address.
That's great. And consumer confidence has dropped in Google and in Facebook over the years. It seems to be increasing with Apple. The final thing yesterday was the demise of iTunes, or really the restructuring.
Yes, so on the Mac, for years, iTunes has basically been this monstrous piece of software that did everything, movies, TVs, video, podcasts, etc. Now they're breaking out those into individual pieces, so I think it'll be much more agile and easier for them to improve those.
All right, Ryan Ozawa here. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Always great having you here, having a tech expert to break it down for us. And, of course, the next big announcement, we'll have you back on.
I look forward to it.
All right, thanks again for joining us here. 6:29, Good Morning Hawaii. When we come back, we'll take another look at your weather and traffic, plus your top headlines right after this.